And the black people in South Africa, the way they behave. And it's not us that have to change our attitude. They have to change their behavior. If they want to be reckoned as civilized people, then they should act like civilized people.
Between black people and white people, who are more civilized than others? Because white South Africans are saying that black people are not civilized. Watch this video and then we're going to react about it.
We're in a struggle for our language. We're in a struggle for our life.
Are you afraid to be in South Africa?
I'm not afraid of anything. I'm ready
Ready for?
for whatever comes.
I can tell you that the white people in this country, they do not do it. If the train is late, we do not put the train to fire. And if the buses are late, we don't put the buses on fire. And if we are unsatisfied with the services delivered, we don't start throwing stones and burning tires and those kind of things. That's one of the main differences between us and the black people in South Africa, the way they behave. And it's not us that have to change our attitude. They have to change their behavior. If they want to be reckoned as civilized people, then they should act like civilized people.
You're not civilized.
Well, they must demonstrate that they are civilized, then we will believe that they are civilized.
What's up, Africa? What's up, world? I am the Kenyan Beast. Of course, we are doing it the African way every day, every time. I love you so much for supporting me. Thank you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, you know? It's good. It's good. Alongside, I have Levimed TV. How are you, bro?
I'm very fine.
You're very fine. Okay. In today's video, we're going to talk about white South Africa. They are saying that black people are not civilized. Okay? And he was asked, why are you saying black people are not civilized? And he answered like, black people, they throw stones, they protest, they do what? And that's not being civilized.
Yeah.
And another one was asked, are you afraid of South Africa? And he said, I'm not afraid of South Africa, of course. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Are you afraid to be in South Africa?
I'm not afraid of anything. I'm ready
Ready for?
for whatever comes.
So my question was, what is he ready for?
Yeah.
You have seen the video.
Yeah. I've seen the video.
Are you civilized?
I am very civilized.
How? You are civilized and you went on the protest, on Gen Z protest. You were there. Someone who is going the protest is not civilized, according to this white South African.
According to white South Africans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not according to the fact.
What is the fact?
That's according to white South Africans.
Yeah.
Right now, if I decide to go to my constitution allows me to protest.
Watch this video and then we continue. Okay, welcome back. Now, you are saying your constitution is doing what?
It allows me to protest, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And if something is in the constitution, the constitution of my country, in fact, I think every country here in Africa, you're telling me I'm not civilized?
Yeah.
There are white countries, they are protesting.
You are throwing stones.
There are countries, they are protesting out here, bro.
Any small thing, we have
White
not been
country.
paid salaries, you are throwing stones.
And let me ask you a very simple question. Haven't you seen a white country protesting?
I have seen,
You have seen.
but in a civilized way.
In a civilized way. Okay, my another question is this one.
Yeah.
Have you seen police throwing tear gas on the crowd
I have seen.
in white countries when they are protesting? Have you seen that?
I don't know.
Do you know what
I'm not
police
sure.
do? They protect the protesters.
They protect the
They
protesters.
protect
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
They even lead them. If they want to go to the State House, they lead them to the State House. Because they are participating, they are actually engaging in their rights. They are engaging in their rights. It's a constitutional right.
Can I ask you a question?
And-
Do you think black people are civilized or not civilized? Because according to this white South African, he is saying that black people are not civilized, and that's why it's making them not to associate themselves with blacks.
Brother, let me tell you something. Do you know who the people who are not civilized? And you will agree with me.
Tell me.
The white people, they're not civilized. Do you know why?
Why are you creating? Why?
I'm not creating. I'm telling you the truth. You know, these people, what they do, they create a problem, then they use the same problem against us. You will agree with me, whether you like it or not, because that's the bitter truth. They create a problem, they use the same problem against us, and then they went ahead saying we are not civilized.
Now,
Like, for example, we protested here in Kenya. Okay, compared to the white countries, when the policemen are actually protecting the protestants, what the policemen here in Africa, a lot of them, they are doing contrary. What are they doing? They keep on chasing protestants. They throw tear gas on them. Okay, and these are people who are actually participating in their democratic rights.
and the problem was created by IMF.
And the problem is created by a white person. And you know, even you'll find out even the white person is the one actually asking the government not to allow those people to protest. So between me and them, who's not civilized? Look at these guys.
Who is not civilized between black? So it's being said like as per me, I think, as per my thinking, as that white people, they colonized Africa.
Yeah, sure.
They put people into slavery.
Okay.
They did bad things to women,
Yeah, sure.
children. There was too much killings on that time.
Yeah, sure.
Even now, between that and us, who are civilized and who are not civilized? Are you getting my point?
I'm getting your point.
So
You know, let me.
you are telling us we are not civilized. You are telling us we are protesting, we are throwing stones, and yet there is a point where white people were the cause of the killings, were the cause of, every dirty things that happened to the black people. So who is not civilized?
Let me tell you something. The problem with white people is one: they think they know everything, and they are the ones who are always right. Haven't you heard them speaking or like saying they cannot talk with people who doesn't have good hospitals, they cannot access good health, they do not have even clean water. I can't argue with a black person. What is that?
Who is living in the jungle?
Who's living in the jungle? They even go ahead and calling us some funny names like monkeys and you see. Let me tell you, the problem with these people is one: they think they are always right, and everything they say or maybe they do is right. They think they are the solution to every problem,
and it's carried from one generation to another. They teach them.
Okay,
they teach their children in the history.
Keep on thinking they are the solution to every problem that is attacking Africans, and they can be the solution to any problem that arises here in the world. That is why they are behaving the way they are behaving. Okay. These people, right now in South Africa, recently there is a clash between the white people and the South Africans. Okay? And something that makes them angry so much, you know what is that? There's one thing that makes them too angry. It is because the South Africans, it's because whatever those whites in South Africa want to do, they want to engage in the old colonialism. That's what they want to do. Like they want to take over, like completely, not indirectly anymore, but openly. Okay. But right now you cannot do that. There's no country here in Africa, any white person, maybe white people will enter and actually try to colonize, maybe to engage in old colonialism. Like right now, you will be beaten up by stones.
Yeah.
You will be chased away, because this is not that time that we used to be colonized. Our ancestors, our old forefathers were colonized.
By the way,
we are living in a new generation, okay? But that is exactly what those white people, they want to do in South Africa. And because South Africans cannot allow them to do that, that is why they are coming with that narrative of, Africans, you're not civilized. First of all, what are you doing in a country that is not yours?
Speaking of that civilization, the act of you saying that I cannot stay close to a black person because it's not civilized, that act alone.
the same.
It is being uncivilized.
Yeah, exactly.
That act alone.
Going to your.
For you seeing another person like is like nobody, like, you know, just that act alone.
Getting to a foreign country, a country that does not belongs to you, and then you want to make it look like your country by force. Is that what you're calling civilization?
Wow. Now, this is something that we seeing most in South Africa, not in more of the countries. Now, there is a video I saw. I think we'll talk about it. There's a video I saw where there's a white man was saying that when Zimbabwe, Robert Mugabe got into power and chased white people from Zimbabwe, that's when Zimbabwe went into dust. That's when Zimbabwe economy fall down. But South Africa did not chase the people. That's why South Africa is staying strong and strong. And he was supporting the issue why white people are still in Africa, condemning that South Africa is their country.
Bro, that's a negative mind. That's a negative mind. We all know why white people in Africa. There's nothing to hide there, and you cannot lie to.
For adventure.
Which adventure?
Hey, coming and see lions, elephants, you know.
Bro, you're joking, man.
We coming to see how people are living in
Don't we have lions in
living in jungles.
Don't we have lions in the US?
But you know, African lions are, you know, like people, lions here, they are walking.
No.
You understand?
This adventure, they can find it even in their lands.
Yeah.
In fact, they have got if indeed they are the developed countries, it means they have more good things than us. What are they doing in Africa?
And this question I will ask again. Sometimes you may find most of the white people, not all of them, most of them are saying that Africa is poor, blah blah blah, poor country. But yet, when you tell them, okay, our country is poor, don't come.
Leave. If it's poor, leave. Go to a rich country.
Why are you staying among people who are not civilized, among people who are poor?
Why should you engage with poor people?
I wonder.
Why should you associate yourself with poverty?
Why are you gay?
Bro. Yeah. Do you love poverty?
I do not love poverty.
You don't love poverty?
I cannot live where there's poverty.
But
I will leave that. I will go. Even if the estate I'm living is more of poor poverty, poor infrastructure, poor drainage, no water, you know, there's no water in Africa, there's no anything, poor drainage. Why am I here? I will leave to find another good estate. I will go to Jamaica.
If you're rich, stay in your rich country. Stop coming to Africa. If we are poor, leave us alone. You're the one making us poor. These people are the one making us poor.
Do you think there is a good white people who are seeing Africa as, you know?
We have good white people. Yeah. I'm telling you the truth. Because let me tell you something. Humanity is real. And there are people who are still good. Okay? We have white people who cannot even criticize because they understand what humanity is. Okay? So good white people are there. We have seen them. Okay?
Yeah.
But you know, the problem is, okay, in 100 good people, maybe in 100 people, you may find
10 good people.
Maybe in 100 people, you may find 10 good people and 90 bad people. And in 100 people, you can also find 80 bad people and 20 good people. Or maybe 80 good people and 20 bad people.
But those 20 are extremely bad.
Yeah, extremely bad. And so we have white people who are good. They cannot do what other people are doing. Okay? We have whites who are living in this country. They are very good. Even
I have white friends.
Yeah, even some are living in the US. They are very good. They even don't like what their country is doing.
But let's talk this one.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get saying that black people are not civilized. Sometimes I get somehow there's truth inside. Okay. Because when white people are demonstrating, they are given chance to demonstrate. The police are protecting, and they are chanting, just walking and going to the state house there. But do you think when black people, mostly, let's take an example in Kenya, South Africa, when they are given a chance, police are just protecting them, do you think they will chant just, or we have another set of people who will come and try to destroy properties? Because I think if we are given that, that freedom,
we cannot be given that freedom.
Because if you are given,
no, we cannot.
And if we
cannot be given that freedom. Ask me why.
Why?
Because whites are still governing us. They are the systems. They are the ones.
So they want to see chaos.
Yeah,
because
they
remember
want to see chaos so that they find something to talk about.
I remember the first protest of Gen Z we had in Kenya. It was so peaceful. Yeah. And then I think, as you have said, maybe the whites are still insisting. Yeah. They said, we are seeing on television, yes, these people are too peaceful. Why are you letting them walk just like that? Now, tomorrow, next protest, try something.
Yeah, you know, like they're walking in the streets and they're like, there are too many. Mm-hmm. And then you're like, if these people are left like this, they can even overturn the government. Yeah. But nobody cares about it. Mm-hmm. Because that's a constitutional right they're actually engaging themselves in. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. And then you're like, you know, these guys, why is it that in Africa we cannot actually have a peaceful demonstration?
Why?
The problem is that you have even forgotten that even the issues we are demonstrating about, mm-hmm, they've been created by them. They are the ones who have created actually the things, maybe the problems that are making us to demonstrate. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. They are the pioneers of the misfortunes we are going through.
They create a problem.
They are creating a problem so that we react on it.
And they take
still,
pictures.
Yeah, as they still videos. They still even actually guide our governments on how to react, maybe on how to do things. When
use live bullet today, at least 2 people to die.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the same story, they will carry it to beat us with the same story, telling us we are not civilized. Wow. We are creating chaos. We are doing so like right now. What are whites doing in South Africa? Like, what are they doing there?
They are white South Africans. I think they are maybe some were born there.
White South Africans. What is white South Africans, man?
You know, South Africa is a rainbow country.
No, I don't like the issue of like you're telling us I'm a black American. Mm-hmm. I am a white African. If you're an African, you're an African. Mm-hmm. If you're an American, you're an American. Simple. Okay?
Get that.
You are an Africa. We are an African. You are an African living in America. An African living in America. Even if you found
African American.
Not
black American.
Not black American or
so we better use African American. Not white South African. Not white African.
I am a black American.
I'm a British South African.
You see, like, okay, even if you found yourself in the US or maybe in America, you were born there. Mm-hmm. That's not your motherland. There is a way you found yourself there. Your parents are from Africa.
Do you think black Americans or African Americans will accept that I am African?
They cannot accept. Yes, they cannot accept. Because even themselves, they have been instilled some kind of, I don't know. I don't know why is it that it is very hard for
to associate yourself with the
African to accept I am an African.
How can you accept?
Why do you?
How can you accept a country that it is jungle?
No, are we?
Do you know? Let me tell you. Do you know?
We're talking like there is disability in Africa.
Do you know?
Disability in Africa.
Do you know
we are
in
disabled
Nairobi
people?
City? Do you know in Nairobi City, in town there, you know you can walk like this. You see a lion walking, monkey. Do you know?
It's not about accepting like
living in a jungle.
It's not about the continent. Maybe the where you're coming from. Okay? It's not about your place of origin. It's about you. Are you an American or an African?
I'm African.
You are an African?
Yeah.
Yes. You are an African. It's only that you don't love Africa as a continent. But you as an individual, you are an African whether you like it or not.
Okay.
You are an African whether you like it or not. It's only that you do not accept you are.
Okay.
Okay?
I get it.
Because accepting the Africa as a continent and accepting yourself as an individual that you're an African, are two different things. You just don't love Africa.
That's a topic for
But
another
you
day.
shouldn't get away like going out of your like as a person. You know you are an African and you're telling us, you see? So we are just Africans. We love ourselves. We love who we are, and we love how we are doing things. Every predicament and every misfortune and everything we are going through today was created by a white person. The uncivilization you're talking about, you brought it into our countries. You don't call us uncivilized and you're the one who created the problem. You are the creator of the problem. You see, you're like these people are like those people who create a problem, then they create a solution.
COVID-19.
So that we can actually bow down for them
and get
for the
medicine.
solution. You're creating a problem, and then after creating a problem, you are creating a solution. Okay? And then after some time, you begin now telling us, now we have a solution. These things, this is what we call biological
war.
Biological wars. You're creating a problem and a solution. Okay? Not even about the maybe health-wise alone. We're talking even about
economically wise,
political wise, and all round. Okay? Our governments and our politicians, they are actually the things they are doing. Most of them, they are being directed and asked to do this, and do this.
The system.
And because this is what we've been talking about all the times, and because of their selfish gains and their self-interests, because they want to be protected and to be favored, they do it. Okay? And then when we do something, they would start calling us uncivilized people. They're calling us uncivilized people because we are actually going against what they want. You know, because they know they cannot colonize us. Let me tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Today, I'm telling you the truth today. The white people, they cannot colonize us anymore, because the way they are coming, they are looking forward to colonize us once again, directly by force,
by fire.
But it cannot happen. That's why they would begin saying, you know, Africans, these people, they are not civilized, they are not. So that guy is saying,
so you want
ready, you're at that I'm ready for anything that comes.
That means you want
what
us you want us to be civilized so that you can get a way of colonizing.
Yeah.
Okay, it's okay. We have a lot of stories to talk about.
Because if they're asking us about civilization, they want us to be civilized, okay? So that when they can find a good way of colonizing us without even ourselves complaining.
That's it.
Like, I'm coming to you, you're doing something, and then I'm telling you,
this is my land.
No, I'm telling you, you know, you're not doing this thing the right way. And then you're telling me, no, I have to do it this way. Then I begin criticizing you. You know, you're not civilized. You don't want to be told. So you want me to do the way, like to do it your way, so that you find a way of. No, we cannot do that. Wow. We know we are civilized. We are very civilized because it is only that we cannot accept the things you want to do. Yeah. That's why you're calling us uncivilized, but we are very civilized.
Sure.
Yes.
Wow. Tell me on the comment section, what do you think about this one? White South Africans saying black people are not civilized, and that's why they do not associate themselves with the black people. LevMed TV have said a lot about that. Tell me in the comment section, what do you think? Of course, I am the Kenyan Beast. Until next time, and peace be with you.